What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to use MyFitnessPal on your phone to lose weight, lose body fat. In my opinion, MyFitnessPal is the #1 app on the market right now in terms of tracking your calories, tracking your macros, and it's what I've been using as long as probably most people in the fitness industry for the last several years. So without further ado, let's hop straight into it. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is how many total calories you're burning on a day-to-day basis. So this is otherwise known as your TD, or your total daily energy expenditure. And again, this is the amount of total calories your body will be burning every single day. Now, keep in mind your TD will fluctuate on a day-to-day basis, obviously because your days are not the exact same, and thus you're not burning the exact same amount of calories every single day. Now, there's two parts that make up your TD. One is your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, and the other is your active calories. So we'll start with the basal metabolic rate. That's the amount of calories that your body needs to sustain itself every single day, no matter what you do. So you could be laying in bed, and that's the amount of calories your body will need just to function and to sustain itself. So for me personally, it's 2,100 calories. So no matter what I do, I will at the minimum burn 2,100 calories, give or take. And this number is pretty easy to find. You can just go on Google, type in BMR calculator, and you'll get a pretty reasonable number with that. Now, the other part is your active calories. So this is the part that fluctuates a lot, obviously because you're not doing the exact same activities every day. So for this, it's best, I would recommend to have a tracker, some sort of tracker. For me, I use Apple Watch. Obviously Fitbit's great, or any other tracker that you could wear. Obviously it's not 100% accurate, but it's pretty damn close, and it'll give you a good range of where your calories are. So at the end of the day, what I'll do is I'll take my BMR, I'll add my active calories that I got from my Apple Watch, and that'll be my total daily energy expenditure. So yesterday, for example, 2,100 calories, that's every single day is my BMR. Let's say I burn 1,000 calories, so my total daily energy expenditure is now 3,100 calories. So if I ate that, I would not lose or gain any weight at all. So that's called your maintenance calories. Now, step 2 is all about being in a calorie deficit, so calories in versus calories out. Now, you have to be absolutely essential to be in a calorie deficit or to lose weight, otherwise you will not lose weight. So if we took that 3,100 calorie example, the BMR plus the active calories, minus 500 calories, I'd be at 2,600 calories. If I ate that every single day for a week, that'd be 500 calorie deficit times 7 days equals 3,500 calories for the week. And if you didn't know, 1 pound equals 3,500 calories. Now, this is a good place to start. It's a good amount of weight loss to a point where you're not going to be starving, you're not going to be having crazy cravings, and it's a safe amount of weight to lose. If you anything beyond this, the more aggressive you go, the harder the cut's gonna be, the more cravings you're gonna have, and the more likely of a chance it is for you to rebound. So I typically recommend 1% of your body weight per week, max. If you go beyond that, you're at risk of losing muscle mass and developing cravings, and then starting back to square one, essentially. So again, 1% per week would be ideal. Now, the third step is, this is where MyFitnessPal comes into play, is to track all your food on a day-to-day basis. Now, most people think they're eating a lot less than they actually are, and thus they're by default not even in a calorie deficit, so they're not even gonna lose weight. So it is absolutely crucial, especially if you're newer to tracking foods, to track everything you're eating for at least a couple weeks, just so you get the hang of it. Now, there's 3 different ways of going about tracking foods. One, probably the easiest, is to literally just take the food, scan the barcode if it has it, and then put in how much of the food you're eating. Probably the easiest way. Number 2 is any foods that don't have a barcode. So for example, some fruits, you gotta weigh it out on a scale, and then input on the app what you're eating, as well as the amount of the food that you're eating. So for example, if I wanted to have 100 grams of strawberries, I would weigh it out on a scale and then put in strawberries. And here, pro tip here is to always try to use USDA if you have to type in a food. The reason being is because USDA is the most accurate and they're verified information. So try to always use USDA for any fruits, vegetables. I think they have poultry and other stuff as well. So I would do USDA strawberries and then 100 grams, that's it. Method number 3 is for any time you are eating out. So for example, restaurants, fast food, stuff like that. The thing with MyFitnessPal is it has most restaurants' menus within its database, so it's super easy to find a food. So for example, if I went to McDonald's, had a Big Mac, I could literally type in McDonald's, Big Mac, boom, that's it, done. So those are 3 primary methods of tracking food. barcode using a weight scale or literally typing in whatever you're eating on the app. So the fourth and final step is your macros. So now that we have the calories in place, we want to be focusing on getting the macro breakdown right. So the calories is what's going to determine your weight loss or weight gain, and the macros is what's going to determine your body composition. So I would assume for most of you guys watching, you're not just concerned about weight loss, but you're also concerned about fat loss. So we want to kind of optimize that. In my experience, and what I recommend my clients is to aim for about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and then the rest of the calories can be split among your carbs and your fats. Now keep in mind that 1 gram of protein is 4 calories, 1 gram of carbohydrate is 4 calories, and 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. So that's the video, guys. That's how you use MyFitnessPal to lose body weight, specifically body fat. Just a quick recap here. The first thing you want to do is figure out your total daily energy expenditure, how many calories you're using every single day. From there, you want us to be subtracting 500 calories to be in a deficit. Like I said, I'd recommend being in a 500 calorie deficit because that will equal 1 pound per week. From there, you want to be using MyFitnessPal to ensure that you are hitting that number. And then once you have the calories set, you want to be optimizing your macronutrients so that you're not just losing weight, but you're losing body fat. And like I just said, you want to be aiming for about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and then the rest of the calories can be split among carbs and fat, depending on what your preferences are, or whatever you like eating more. And then lastly, you just got to be consistent. Give this a shot for a few months, and especially if you're overweight, you'll see drastic changes in 2, 3, 4 months by doing this. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Make sure to leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.